Hi everyone. Uh, with the previous sessions, we have completed the solving of linear programming model by simplex method. But if you observe the problems what we solved by general simplex method, all are of maximization type or minimization also we can solve. Just we will make a small change, and all constraints are of less than or equals to type. So the general simplex method is applicable. It will give exact results only when the constraints are of less than or equals to type only. So if the constraints are of greater than or equals to or is equals to type, then the simplex method will not give the exact solutions. So for that purpose we are going to use the artificial variables technique. So it is nothing but the extension of simplex method. So here we are going to use the artificial variables technique for solving the problems with the constraints of having greater than or equals to or is equals to type. So under the artificial variables technique, there are two methods are there. So first one is big M or penalty method, and the second one is two phase simplex method. So these are the two methods we can use for the linear programming models with constraints greater than or equals to or is equals to type, right? So now let us solve the problems by with the first method, big M or penalty method. Okay, now let us see the first problem in that one. So the first problem is minimize z is equals to 12x1 plus 20x2 subjected to 6x1 plus 8x2 greater than or equals to 100, 7x1 plus 12x2 greater than or equals to 120, x1 comma x2 greater than or equals to 0, right? So this is the problem. So here the minimization type of objective function is given. So now let us see the solution of the problem. So here the decision variables are x1 x2, and how many constraints are there means two constraints are there, 1 2, and the constraints are of type greater than or equals to, both are of greater than or equals to, right? Now let us solve this problem. So first let us take the first constraint. So the first constraint is of 6x1 plus 8x2. So here greater than or equals to constraint is there. So if a less than or equals to type constraint is there, then we will add positive slack variable. If a greater than constraint is there, then we will add negative slack variable. Negative slack variable. So this is known as surplus variable, not slack variable. Negative means surplus variable. If it is positive, we will call it as slack variable. Minus s1, and we are going to add one artificial variable a1, that is equals to 100. So this is our first constraint. Now let us see the second constraint. So that is 7x1 plus 12x2, and again here also greater than or equals to type is there. So we are going to add negative surplus variable minus s2 plus one artificial variable, that is a2, is equals to 120. And next we will write the variables x1 x2 s1 s2 a1 a2, all are of greater than or equals to 0. So now we modified the constraint according to the big M method, right? So for solving the problems very easily, let us convert the objective function of minimization type into maximization type. So in order to convert the minimization z into maximization z, multiply both sides with minus. So on left side multiply with minus, on right side also multiply with minus. So if you multiply with minus the minimization z, it will become as maximize z. So maximize z is equals to, so if you multiply this with total minus means it will become minus 12x1 plus 20x2, sorry, minus 20x2, minus 12x1 minus 20x2. Next we need to write the slack variables and artificial variables. So the objective function is of maximization type, so we are going to add positive slack variable here. So plus 0s1 plus 0s2. So slack variables are over, and then next we need to write artificial variables. So if a maximization type is there, then we are going to add minus artificial variables with a coefficient of minus m, a1. So how many artificial variables are there? Two artificial variables. So minus m a1 minus m a2 minus m a2. So this is the objective function. So this is the only difference we are doing, the difference between the general simplex method and big M method. So here we are going to take a penalty or coefficient of m for the artificial variables. Now let us take this remodified model, and by using this let us form the simplex table. So now I am going to form the simplex table with those. So the same terms here also we are writing. First iteration 1, so the parameters are CB, B, XB, X1, X2, S1, S2, A1, A2. So now let us write the variables under B. So what are the variables we need to write means, to the constraints whatever the first terms are there we need to write them. So what are the first term? To the is equals to left side a1. So now let us write a1. And next to the second constraint also, what is the left side first term? a2. So here we are writing a2, right? So what are the coefficients of a1 and a2 in the objective function? So in objective function a1 coefficient is minus m, a2 coefficient is also minus m. So I am writing them minus m minus m. Next xb means solution constants. What are the solution constants? 100, 120, 100, 120. Now take the first constraint. So what is the first constraint? x1 coefficient 6, x2 coefficient 8, s1 coefficient minus 1. As s2 is not there, so 0, a1 coefficient 1, and a2 is not there, so 0. Next take the second constraint. x1 coefficient is 7, x2 coefficient is 12, s1 is not there, so 0, s2 coefficient minus 1, a1 is not there, so 0, and a2 coefficient is 1. So now form this as a table. Now write the Cj values. Cj values means coefficients of the variables in the objective function. So those are minus 12, minus 20, 0, 0, minus m, minus m. Now calculate Zj values. So Zj is equals to minus m into 6 plus minus m into 7. Then whatever the total value, minus 6m minus 7m, total it is minus 13m. Next, here minus m into 8, minus 8m, minus m into 12, minus 12m, minus 8m, minus 12m, so it is minus 20m. Next, minus m into minus 1, plus m, plus minus m into 0, 0. So totally we will get capital M. Next, minus m into 0, plus minus m into minus m, so m. Next, minus m into 1, plus minus m into 0, minus m. Next, minus m into 0 plus minus m into 1 is minus m. So now calculate Zj minus Cj. So what is Zj minus Cj? Minus 13m minus of minus 12. So it will give minus 13m plus 12. Next, minus 20m minus of minus 20. So minus 20m plus 20. Next, m minus 0, m. m minus 0, m minus m plus m, 0 minus m plus m, 0. So now our ultimate aim is to get the all positive values in the Zj minus Cj. So now see the m, see about m. So if you see the m here, then here we have got minus 30m, 13m minus 20m. So that means the negative values of m we got. So that means in Zj minus Cj we got the negative values. So in that, in order to identify the key column, we need to select the most negative value. So in minus 13m, in minus 20m, what is the most negative value? It is minus 20m. So here this will become the key column. So now I am making the box of x2 as key column. Then calculate the ratio of xb by key column is x2. Then what it will become? 100 by 8. So what is the value of 100 by 8? Is equals to 25 by 2. Don't write in decimals. Next, 120 by 12 is equals to 10. 25 by 2 means 12.5. It is 10. 12.5, 10. What is the minimal value? 10. Minimum positive value. So this will become the key row. So I am making the box, second row as box as key row. Right? So now iteration 1 is over. So the solving procedure is same as in the simplex method. Okay. Now I am going for iteration 2. So now let us see the iteration 2. So again I am rewriting CB B XB X1 X2 S1 S2 up to this is common. Now we need to see one thing. So here we can make a simplification in the forming a simplex table iteration by iteration. So here key row is A2 variable. So that means A2 is leaving, and what is the variable entering? X2. So we are replacing A2 by x2. So as a2 is moving, so we can remove a2 column here. We can remove a2 column here. So if you remove a2 column, then here we will get only a1, right? So that means under the basis variables what we are writing? a1. Next in place of a2 what we are writing? x2. x2 we are writing. Now let us write the coefficients. So what is a1 coefficient? a1 coefficient is minus m, and what is x2 coefficient? x2 coefficient is minus 20, right? Next, so now what is the key element? So key element is 12. I need to make this one as 1. So if you make this as 1, so this one is row 2. So I need to make this as 1, row 2. So I need to convert 12 as 1. So if you divide this with by 12, then we will get 1 here. So R2 by 12 I am doing. So if you do R2 by 12, then 120 by 12, it will become 10. Then 7 by 12 means 7 by 12. 12 by 12 means 1. 0 by 12 means 0. Minus 1 by 12 means minus 1 by 12. 0 by 12 means 0, right? So row 2 is over. And next we need to make other elements in the key column as 0. So key element is over. What is the other element? 8. We need to make it as 0. So how to make it as 0? So this one is row 1 and this one is the now row 2. With the help of this modified row, we need to make this as 0. Here it should become 0. So what to write? So here I am having 8. I need 2, and here I am having 1, but I should get 0. So to this, don't do any multiplication or division. We need to do anything for this value only. So I am multiplying this with by 8 and making minus. So that means this is R1, this one is R2, multiplying with 8 minus. So R1 minus 8R2. So R1 minus 8R2. Then what it will become? 100 minus 100 minus 8 into 10. So 100 minus 8 into 10 means 80. So then here we will get 20. Next, 6 minus 8 into 7 by 12. So 6 minus 8. How much you will get? So you will get as 4 by 3. Next, here 8 minus 8 into 1, 0. Next, minus 1 minus 8 into 0. So you will get minus 1. Next, 0 minus 8 into minus 1 by 12. So here we will get 2 by 3. Next, 1 minus 8 into 0, 1. So now form this one as a table. And write all Cj values. Cj values are minus 12, minus 20, 0, 0, minus m. Then calculate Zj. So what Zj will become? Same. Minus m into 4 by 3. That is minus 4m by 3 plus minus 20 into 7 by 13. So what it will become? So minus 5 into 7, 35 by 3. Right. So if you take LCM, then you will get minus 4m minus 35 by 3. Next, here minus m into 0, 0 plus minus 20 into 1, minus 20. Next, minus m into minus 1 plus m, here minus 20 into 0, 0. Here you will get m. Next, minus m into 2 by 3, that is minus 2m by 3. Minus into minus plus, it will become 20 by 12 means 5 by 3. What you will get? 3. So minus 2m plus 5. Next, minus m into 1 minus m plus minus 20 into 0, 0. So you will get totally minus m. And next, calculate Zj minus Cj. So here what we will get? Minus 4m minus 35 by 3 minus Cj means minus of minus 12. We need to solve that one. Next, minus 20 minus of minus 20. So plus 20 it will become, it is 0. Next, m minus 0, m. Next here, minus 2m plus 5 by 3 minus 0 means 0. Same thing. Minus of minus m minus of minus m means 0. Right. So here all are okay. Let us simplify this one. Okay. So if you simplify that one, what we will get means, we will get minus 4m plus 1 by 3. Right. So now we got all values. So here again check for negative values in Zj minus Cj. So only consider m values in most of the cases. So here m coefficient is minus 4, here m coefficient is minus 2, and here positive, here also positive. So in minus 4, in minus 2, what is the most negative value? So most negative is minus 4. So that's why select this one as key column. So now make a box of this one. So I am making a box of this one. So this one is key column. Entering variable is x1. Now let us find the ratio xb by x1. So 20 by 4 by 3. 20 by 4 by 3. So how much we will get? So we will get 60 by 4. 60 by 4 means 15. Next, 10 by 7 by 12. 10 by 7 by 12. So then you will get 120 by 7. 120 by 7 means, just for comparison purpose I am doing. So 120 by 7 is equals to, we will get 17.1. So here it is 15, here it is 17.1. What is minimal value? 15. So now I am selecting this one. So now what is key row? So the first row will become as key row. Right. Now let us go for next iteration. So now I am moving to iteration 3. Now let us write the table CB, B, XB, X1, X2, S1, S2 up to this is common. So here A1 is replaced by X1. So as A1 is going, so we can remove A1 column here. So that's why I am not writing A1 here. So now what we will get? In place of A1, X1 will come. What is X1 coefficient? Minus 12. So X1 minus 12. Then the remaining thing is x2 minus 20. x2 minus 20, right? Next, what should we do? So here what is the key element? 4 by 3. We should make this key element as 1. 4 by 3 1 రావాలంటే we should multiply this with 3 by 4. If you multiply 4 by 3 with 3 by 4, then we will get 1. So here it is row 1. I am multiplying row 1 with 3 by 4. So 3r1 by 4. I am multiplying row 1 with 3 by 4. Then we will get 3 by 4 into 4 by 3. Here it is 1 we will get. Right. Next, let us form this one. So 20 into, so 3 by 4 r1 we are saying 3 by 4 into 20. How much we will get? That is equals to 15. Next, 3 by 4 into 4 by 3, 1. Already we have written. Next, 3 by 4 into 0, that is 0. Next, 3 by 4 into minus 1. So it will become minus 3 by 4. Next, 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. So 3 by 4 into 2 by 3, how much we will get? 1 by 2. Next, what is the other element in the key column? 7 by 12. And here what is the value we have? 1. But here I require 0. In order to get that one as 0, what should we do? So here I am having 7 by 12. So just for a rough purpose I am doing it here, 7 by 12. But in row 2, in row 1, what is we are having? 1. We should make this, use that element 1, but I require 0. So this one is row 2 and this one is row 1. So if I require 0 means, first of all I should multiply this with 7 by 12. Then I should make it as minus. So 7 by 12 minus 7 by 12, 0. That means r2 minus 7 by 12 into r1. So now let us write the same expression here. r2 minus 7 by 12 r1. So what it will become? Now here what is r2? It is 10 minus 7 by 12 into 15. So how much we will get? So we will get 15 by 12. Next, here as usual we know 7 by 12 minus 7 by 12 into 1 becomes 0. Next, 1 minus 7 by 12 into 0, 1. Next, 0 minus 7 by 12 into minus 3 by 4. So how much we will? So we will get minus 9 by 16. Next, minus 1 by 12 minus 7 by 12 into 1 by 2. How much we will get? We will get minus 3 by 8. Now let us make this as a box. What are Cj values? As usual we know minus 12, minus 20, 0, 0. Then what is Zj? So Zj is equals to minus 12 into 1 plus minus 20 into 0, minus 12. Next, minus 12 into 0 plus minus 20 into 1, minus 20. Next here, minus 12 into minus 3 by 4 plus minus 20 into minus 9 by 16. How much we will get? So we will get it as 81 by 4. Next, here minus 12 into 1 by 2 plus minus 20 into minus 3 by 8. How much we will get? So we will get 3 by 2. Next, calculate Zj minus Cj. Minus 12 minus of minus 12, 0. Minus 20 minus of minus 20, 0. 81 by 4 minus 0 is 81 by 4. Next, 3 by 2 minus 0, 3 by 2. So now we got all Zj minus Cj values as positives. So we reach to the solution stage. So now x1 will become 15, x2 will become 15 by 12. So now write the same thing. x1 is equals to 15, x2 is equals to 15 by 12. Next, what is maximized z is equals to minus 12x1 minus 20x2. So that equals to minus 12 into x1 is 15 minus 20 into 15 by 12. So it is equals to minus 12 into 15 is equals to minus 180 minus 4543. So 75 by 3. So that will is equals to minus 180 minus 21. So that equals to minus 201. So therefore maximize z is equals to minus 201. But in the problem he asked minimize z. We solved the entire problem by converting minimize z into maximize z. So we got maximized z. But in problem he asked minimization z. So minimization z is equals to, then again multiply this with both sides with minus. So maximization z minus the multiply cheste you will get minimized z. So if you multiply this with minus, then you will get 201. So minimization z is 201. x1 is equals to 15, x2 is equals to 15 by 12. So this one is the answer for the given problem if you solve it by big game method, or if any method if you solve, we will get the same answer. Okay, so I hope you understand that one. Thank you.